guys, what's going on? It's your boy Cedar, and today I'll basically be showing you guys how to get some gems pretty effectively on the hardcore mode, because I've seen a lot of people basically, um, they, there was a lot of videos, but a lot of them are now outdated thanks to the recent patches and stuff. So, first of all, the main team that I found is just way effective. It's just these two units. Yeah, just two units, all you're going to need. And they're pretty relatively cheap, because the first one you're going to need is my boy Electroshocker. So he's the first unit you're going to need, and then you're going to need the freezer. Now, if you don't get what I'm doing right now, basically we're just going to go hop in the crossroads right now. We are going to be running a kind of stall setup. Now, to do this, you will need either VIP to choose crossroads or just hop reset choosing for crossroads. Now, once you have crossroads, like I have right now, you're then going to want to have these two on your team, and we're going to have auto skip enabled at all times. Never disable it, because that is basically how we're going to be getting our gems. I've gotten about 700 in the past hour and maybe 20 minutes, so it is really effective. So basically you just pop in, you gotta click ready, and your start is obviously going to be a freezer, and you're basically going to be using this little corner. This is where all your towers are going to be. So your freezer, you're going to get two upgrade freezers, and then you're going to need to get two electric shockers also with two upgrades. Now basically what we are going to be doing is basically stalling out rounds, because once like bosses start coming out, these guys are just going to slow them down super slow as long as it can to get more gems, which is really effective, and this is one of my favorite strategies to get gems. As you can see, we're doing pretty good. I'm just going to do a little playthrough so you guys can see how far I usually get. Yeah, you just go straight up for the bundled up. Not too complicated. Yeah, you see we will get really close to leaking a lot though. You just gotta make sure you get your electric shocker as soon as you can after you get the bundle up, because you need the bundle up to stall these guys out properly so you don't take or leak anything. As you can see, doing fine. You just need to get to that. There we go. Yeah, see, you will get either close to leaking or you leak about 10 to start, but besides that, you'll be doing awesome. Anywho, I've almost got enough for our electroshocker. There we go. And now that we have an electroshocker, we are now. So he's going to be our hidden, and he's going to be our aerial, so he can hit flying units, which is why we have these two, because they both stun. Well, he stuns and he freezes and slows, which is why we have these two, because they're just such a great combo together. As you can see, they just evaporation. Okay, I'm going to get improved handling, and then you're just going to want to get up to the outside of support, because it gives you flying detection, and it gives you max of 4 hits, which is what we really care about, is the flying detection and the max 4 hits. Other stuff's great, but that's why we have this guy, and obviously you can hit lead, and this guy can see the, what's it called? The hidden guys. But yeah, and then you're going to want to basically get another, you're going to get 2 more of this guy, and then you're going to want to kind of get your electric shock. You're just going to get 2 more freezers. Yep, and we're going to place these guys all in the corner. Now for your final electroshocker, it is going to be in a different placement, because the electroshocker is going to be right here. That's where I found it's like most effective, because then it goes down the path. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, we need the more ice guys. That's why you go for the trip ice guys first, is because of these hiddens, or the invisible guys. Because these guys are the only ones who are going to be able to hit these hidden guys. Which is why you need to get all 3 of these guys out before you get a second electroshocker. Yeah, as I said, you should leak a little bit. Yeah, I leaked like 4, which isn't really bad. Alright, we got that, and then we're going to need to get an electroshocker right about here. Now, you can put your electroshocker down here. I just like him up here more, because then he'll kind of stun these guys so they kind of get more sizable gaps going on with them. Which is why I put him back here and not up front where I put the other ones. And I already have these 4 corners, and moving them aside would be... Okay, I'm just going to get this bundled up real quick. It's a very straightforward strategy. And then basically you're going to want to rinse and repeat this just a buttload of times. As you can see, we're kind of leaking right now. You shouldn't die here, and if you do, you probably didn't follow anything right, but you should get very low. See? 3 HP. That's around what you should be at by this wave. But yeah, then you want to get that, and basically you're going to rinse and repeat this strategy. So you're just going to spam 2 twos. Yeah, see? And then these guys will kind of stall them out in the middle of the bridge, so a lot of these guys can keep hitting them. So this is basically a stall strat, but this has been one of the most effective way, noob friendly, or the newer player friendly to get the gems, which should only take you a good 4 hours of grinding, and you should have enough um, to get the. And you do have the option to go for this and get the burst. I do recommend it. It's not bad. I usually don't go for it first. I usually get one more of each of these bad boys out, because this wave right here for all these breakers, because they get really annoying if you let them by. And because this is 3,000. I mean, you could go for this one, for the Freddy's vest, but it's not recommended. It's not very effective compared to just getting more out. But as you can see, these guys will probably not leak. Maybe, I guess we'll play our electroshocker down real quick. But, I'll get another freezer. Usually you want more freezers than you do have electroshockers, 1-to-2 ratio. Because the freezers are going to be more of your stalling. As you can see, they're all freezing in place, which is what we want with the freezers. But the electroshockers are mainly for the air and then for a slight stun on everybody. But as you can see, I've gotten to wave 18. I'm at 3 HP, which is alright. And if you guys die, just start over. You can do it again. Not very hard to start over. But yeah, this is just one of the most effective, because these two are not very expensive. They're a couple thousand coins, which should be able to get by the time you get to a high enough level to even play this. Get another electroshocker out. But yeah, as you can see, we're doing really great. Like, these two are not even like DPS towers, but look at this. And this is obviously completely solo, which is what I like about this the most. Yeah, see? And then these guys, the Mega Slows, you can see, they have immunity to stun, but they don't have an immunity to cold. So they will get frozen, which is why you also have to have that guy. But yeah, as you see, he moves very slowly. Usually, he's never a problem. And then the Necromancer is the one you usually die to in a couple waves. But yeah, as you can see, we made it to wave 20. Always have auto skip on. If you don't have auto skip, just press it. I think we need another freezer. Yeah, we're gonna need another freezer. Alright, there we go. But yeah, as you can see, we're doing really great right now. I'm gonna set this one to random. Not random. Furthest, closest, weakest, strongest, last enemy. There we go. That's the one we want, so then we can delay these guys from... Because we want to make them as spread out as we can with, like, the bundles and everything. That is our goal, is to, like, make them all spread out. So it's easier. And yeah, see, the Fallen Reaper. This guy is usually, like, the biggest challenge mid-game, by the way. This guy usually dies by the time he comes back around, because as you can see, he's, like, a little bit lower than half HP. We're just saving up for our Arctic Soldier. But yeah, basically what you want is the 2 upgrade of both these guys. I mean, you can go further like I'm doing now, just to show you it is possible. As you see, we just got our Winter Soldier. We're gonna get another one of these guys out. But yeah, see, it's not too hard. Yeah, see, as I said, it's the breakers that are the really big problem, because when they break, it kind of gives them a second of immunity when they break. And there you go. So we're at wave 23, as I said, when this Fallen Reaper comes out. And look at that, 30 gems, and that took us, what, 7 minutes? You can do the math, but that's honestly pretty good gems. I just made this short little clip to hopefully help any of you guys who are struggling to get gems in this game, because I'm not seeing a lot of YouTubers make these. So I hope you guys have a good grind, and I hope you guys find this useful. If you do, drop a like and subscribe. It's your boy, Cedar, closing out. Hope you have a great day.